Hello everybody, so today I'd like to get into a little topic before I move on to the next one. And I'll definitely be getting into more so grounding and also grounding techniques. I might actually just briefly talk about grounding specifically and then get into doing different grounding techniques. Before you even look at this video, I would suggest, you don't have to, but I would suggest that you look at the previous videos where I went over certain techniques. I didn't go into full detail, but just went briefly over certain things you could do to expand your awareness of your sensitivity. Today we are talking about the beginning of the process of awareness and where this awareness will take you and the precautions you will need to take before moving forward in regards to your process of expanding your awareness. So with that, when it comes to expanding your awareness, especially through developing your ability to sense and feel, you begin to develop other abilities that you didn't realize that were already there. They could have already been there. It's just they begin to come to the surface as you become more sensitive or more in tune with your energy and being able to sense through your energy to connect with the energy of others, people, place, things, etc., etc. Now, when it comes to expanding your awareness, I tell people there'll be energies pretty much in various dimensions or places or things that be ready to connect with you, from what people like to say spirit guides or angels, maybe your higher self, but there are also other energies that will be waiting as well. And there's so many different types of energies out there that you'll be working with. And before moving into this process of expanding yourself and opening yourself up, I tell people you need to learn how to first ground yourself. And if you're not going to ground yourself, at least put some shields up, protect yourself. I might get into protection and different shields later and why we would need shields up. I would say that the beginner will definitely need to learn how to put up shields. Eventually, a person can move beyond you probably using shields, maybe, perhaps. But with that, I would suggest that if you start in this, learn how to put some shields, be able to sense the shields. That's also important. You put up shields through your visualization, but be able to sense the shields, be able to see the inside and outside of the shields. You put up, I'll say, a brick wall or a glass or a particular color, and you not only see the inside, but you see the outside completely surrounding you. But not just that, feeling it. And through being able to feel and sense this, you're creating and building a stronger shield around you. And once you have the complete picture in your mind, or a sense of protection around you, or whatever intention you have set forth, it gets easier to be able to filter out energies. And you can pretty much say, I only accept and allow certain energies in my space. When it comes to the process of developing your awareness, what you be learning really is that you pretty much are just stepping into your own energy that's always been there. It is you just step into your own energy. You learn how to work with your own energy, but you also have to take consideration that when you begin to open yourself up, your mind, various aspects of you, whatever, may be curious and may want to take you on for the ride. Like I mentioned in the other video, some energy want to take you on for the ride. They see an opportunity and they try to take advantage of the opportunity. So the reason to put up shields is to first prevent or put a halt to certain energies that may try to interfere, because they know that you don't know better. And by the time you figure out things, it may be too late, because some energies might try to do something. It goes on and on and on. That's actually a complete different topic, and I have plenty of experience in that. I was naive, and I'm gonna say this, I pretty much had eyes already open, as many of us are, and for some of us, as we get older, we get into this naturally. There are certain energies that may try to suppress this at an early age. They do this various other ways, so I won't get into that because it actually gets a little bit more sinister and dark. I may talk about that in another video as well, but some people might have intentionally had their energy suppressed because of their potential. So some people may have had traumatic experiences in their life which have pretty much opened up that door for a brief moment, and they have a particular experience, and then that door closes, and then they're like, okay, what was the experience? And the mind cannot grapple or grasp the experience that had just occurred. So we pretty much are on this endless journey of trying to figure out what's going on. It usually ends up leading to a search, and this is pretty much when I'll say the awakening process begins. And I don't think that these things are oftentimes accidental. I think they're set in a moment of time to get your eyes open and awake in a way. And I'll say this, that the reason is often to work on yourself. It's time to work on yourself, to do a lot of healing. A lot of people like to open up their abilities and they expand their awareness for curiosity things to explore and whatever. I'm not saying that's bad, but what I'm saying is that it can lead your mind into places and split realities and dimensions, scattered in many places. In reality, we already kind of split. But what I'm saying is that, having a direct approach and a direction in regards to how we go about ourselves and our energy is about being responsible about who we are and what we are doing, and knowing that there is an intent and purpose for awakening. A lot of times a lot of people like to think that the awakening means you're going to different levels or whatever. I'm not saying that's not the case. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that there's some truth to this, but I'm saying that this has more so in regards to yourself and getting rid of the conditioning so that you may begin to elevate your own awareness and your energy and your experience through your own healing. This process occurs through your own healing, and you may have been dealing with this for lifetimes. You may have been on lockdown and suppressed on a spiritual level for lifetimes, and you just accumulated a lot of suppressed energy, what some people may call karma. Whatever the case may be, you'll learn to open yourself up so that you could begin your healing process. So when you decide if you want to come back in the next lifetime, or if you want to finish some things off here, you have the opportunity to just heal some wounds and pretty much put an end or stop it to some suppressed energy that has been going on for lifetimes, and potentially going on in the next incarnation or going on in this incarnation. I ain't focused on the future. I'm not focused on the past. Everything is happening here. Everything is happening now, because the truth is things could be happening or are supposed to happen, and they can completely change and shift in the moment's notice. Because even though it seems though that things are predestined, I'll say in a sense they are, but in a sense they are not, because we are interacting with one another. We are tied to one another energetically, if we are aware of it or not. And sometimes things happen. Sometimes accidents happen. Sometimes things get thrown into the continuum, and sometimes things get thrown out. And as things happen, it's a constant shift. So while there is some form of being able to see what's going to happen, there's always a constant change in certain things. A good example would be the previous presidential election between Trump and Hillary. Now, I think on a spiritual level that Hillary might have supposed to be getting up in there, but at the last minute there was a shift, and I noticed this shift right before the election, because I had a dream and I saw it. And I was telling people, I said, Trump is going to win. No, he didn't. I said he's going to win. I said there was just a shift. There was just a change. I don't know what caused that, but there was a change, and he's going to win. And a lot of people thought it was crazy. When he ended up getting elected, I reposted my post on Facebook, and I said, remember what I said? So it's those things. Things are constantly changing. Nothing is static. There's always continuous flow, and so you can always depend on that nothing is stagnant. There's always progress. There's things always happening. So I don't want to lose topic, but what I'm saying is that once you begin to become in tune with things, you become in tune and sensitive to time. Because what you're really doing is becoming sensitive to energy. And this sensitivity builds up over time, and then other energies are able to sense this energy. There are times, it's one of my favorite times, as you walking through the street, walking through town, that you'll notice energies change. Like there's certain sections and energies where the atmosphere, the energy completely shifts and change. Some areas are very dense and dark. Some areas are very heavenly and joyful. So there have been times I've been walking, I'm like, okay, the atmosphere just changes, the different energy, different environment, different energy in play. So I always tell people, before you move anywhere, definitely get a feel for the environment, because just because it seems like something don't mean that's what it is. So with that, when it comes to expanding energy and moving forward and pressing forward, learning how to ground yourself so that your energy don't get pulled in so many directions. Learn how to protect yourself. Maybe doing some saging before you go to bed. A lot of people are already eyes open when they are born, so they have these experiences and don't even realize what's going on. And they also have to go through the same process. These people are already sensitive from the start. And what happens is that sometimes they are so overburdened by so many energies being curious and interested in them, and want to pull their energy in so many places that they become lost, confused, distraught, energy drained, and split. And so it causes problems and issues for them as they get older, and they get older not realizing what is going on, that their sensitivity, that their energy, that their mind is in different places. So what I'm saying is that when you learn how to balance yourself, learn how to center, especially learn how to ground yourself, you can bring energies together, you can mend and heal and do what you need to do, and you begin to see that your life is falling into place. So with that, I just want to do a brief little small introduction or a little talking point before I move on to grounding and why it's important to ground and how grounding works with us. I might not get into certain things. I may, because the truth is I want to go on with my other vlogging videos. I have a lot of things I want to do, also doing some book reads, but all I'm saying is that, and the process of waking up is the time of waking up to your own healing and using that sensitivity to heal your own life, so you can bring your energy or your level, your frequency back up to where you are. Because I tell people, it's really nothing new. You're just stepping back into who you really are, and you are a expanded energy. You are already a expanded reality. You are very multi-dimensional. It has always been there. You just waking up to who you are, and waking up to who you are is waking up into the many various realities, both light and dark. You begin to understand what darkness was playing in your life and caused you to move in a certain place. You understand what light was there that was moving your life and your space. So what I'm saying is that when you learn how to center and align and ground your own mind and your energy, it gets easier to navigate, and it gets easier to deal with circumstances and situations, and also being able to move through things and heal certain things. And as you're moving through things, see, the whole point of opening up is so you can become aware of what has been going on behind the scenes, so you can begin the healing process. The healing process will help you to integrate. By integrating, you step into your higher or your true energy. As you step into your true energies, you have more access to different realities. And then sometimes some people, and I don't want to get off topic, but some people are learning how to use their higher energies in a darker place. Some people are learning to do other things. So everybody is not on the same path, and some people are just on a completely different path, and that's all right. I respect everybody. But what I'm getting to is that before we move on to grounding, I want to just talk about this particular point. So if you find this video very interesting, definitely like, subscribe, and comment below. I definitely am looking forward to doing some more upcoming videos, and I'm definitely looking forward to doing some book reads or monthly book reads, some cooking videos, and all sorts of things. I'm actually getting into some other topics, but before I get into all that, I just want to say enjoy your day and have a nice day. See ya. Bye.